Good morning, students. Today we revise our fourth chapter, current, electricity and magnetism. We complete this chapter, but our syllabus is completed, so I revise this again. You know that the atom has some number of positively charged and negatively charged particles, electrons, and because of that, the atom, object doesn't show any charge through its atoms, and because of that, charged particles. And because of that we see plenty of electrical charge is filled in the objects around us. Now what is the electric current, electricity? When a large current flows through a lightning takes place from a cloud to the ground and we feel some sensation. By use this microscopically small current flowing to that means brain, to our brain, means we sense it. Lightning is happening there, we sense it. Because of that current, there is a small current to sense it to our brain, and because of that we sense that there is a lightning happening. So in the electric cells of the radio or in the car battery, current is produced by a flow of both negatively and positively charged particles. Current is flow through a conductor because of the current is flow through the cells because of the negatively and positively charged particles. Now what is the electrical potential? You know that water flows from the higher level to the lower level, and heat always flow from the body at higher temperature to the body of lower temperature. Heat always flow from the body of higher temperature to the body of lower temperature. Similarly, that the tendency of the positive charge to flow from point of higher electric level to the lower electric level, point of the lower electric level, means this electric level deciding the direction of the flow of the electric current, electric charge, and this is called the potential difference. Means the difference between, this is called the electric potential. The electric level deciding the direction of flow, electric flow charge is called electric potential. Now what is the potential difference? Water flows from higher level to the lower level. Temperature also flows from higher temperature body to the lower temperature body. As same, the difference is there between 2 points higher and lower. This difference is known as the potential difference. This difference is known as potential difference. Now we want to see electric cell. A source is required to produce electric cells to uniform flow of charges in a circuit. Such general device is called the electric cell. A source is required to produce a uniform flow of charges in a circuit. Such a general device is called the electric cell. There are various types of cells available today. You know that the cells used in wristwatches, machines, batteries, torches. There are different types of cells today we use. The main function of that various electric cells is to maintain the constant potential difference between its two terminals. The main function of the various electric cells is to maintain a constant potential difference between its two terminals. Now first type is dry cell. You know that the cell in torch which we use, cell in watch, means clock, we see that what is the dry cell. When you take the dry cell, if you remove the outer covering of that cell, you see that there is a certain zinc metal layer, whitish zinc metal layer, and this is work as a negative terminal. After that, when you see that another layer is removed inside, you see that there is another layer inside, and electrolyte is filled between these two layers. जिंक मेटल लेयर के बाद दूसरी एक लेयर रहती है और उसके बाद एक इलेक्ट्रोड फीड किया हो, दो लेयर के बीच में एक इलेक्ट्रोड फीड किया होता है. And this electrolyte contains negatively charged and positively charged ions. This electrolyte contains electrically charged and negatively charged ions, and because of that there carries the electricity. There is also the electrolyte is a wet pulp of zinc chloride. This electrolyte is made up of wet pulp of zinc chloride, means ZnCl2, and ammonium chloride NH4Cl. And there is also graphite rod at the center of that cell. This graphite rod is at the center of the cell, and this is the positive terminal of the cell. This graphite rod works as the positive terminal of the cell, and also there is a paste of manganese dioxide is filled outside that rod. That the paste of the manganese dioxide is filled outside the rod because the chemical reaction of the all these chemicals and electrical charge produced on the two terminals. And when due to the wet pulp of this zinc chloride and NH4Cl, the current chemical reaction proceeds very slowly, and hence a large electric current cannot be obtained from that dry cell. Next is lead acid cell. You know that there is a see the diagram 4.3 lead acid cell. When you observe the diagram, you see that let us examine its principles. What is the principle of the lead acid cell? This type of cells can be recharged after getting electrically discharged. When electrical discharge power is gone there, then these cells will use. The lead acid cell contains lead electrode and lead oxide electrode. The lead acid cell contains lead electrode and lead oxide electrode, and lead oxide electrode, and both are deep into the dilute sulfuric acid. These two electrodes are deep into the dilute sulfuric acid. PbO2 means lead oxide carries positive charge, while the Pb electrode means lead electrode carries a negative charge. PbO2 means lead oxide electrode carries positive charge, while as the Pb electrode carries a negative charge, and the potential difference between these two points is nearly 2 volt. The potential difference between these 2 points is nearly 2 volt, and because of that there is a chemical reaction between the substances in the cell, and electrical charge is produced on both the electrodes, and electric current flows through the load which is joined in the circuit. These kinds of cells have the large capacity to deliver the current, hence these types of cells are used in the cars, trucks, motorcycles, etc. Means these have the flowing large these cells have the capacity to flowing large amount of electricity current. So these types of cells are used in heavy vehicles like cars, trucks, motorcycles, etc. Now third, nickel cadmium cell. Nowadays we see the variety of gadgets are available which are carried through which we can carry to different places easily. Such gadgets required nickel cadmium cells, and these cells deliver 1.2 volt potential difference and it is rechargeable. Means it is easy to carry anywhere. These cells are easy to carry everywhere because these are the rechargeable. Students, there will be exam. Here we stop and we revise this chapter because there will be exam from 2nd September. So you read the lessons all and learn all the objective questions from the 1 to 4 lessons and learn properly and write down. You want to read all the lessons properly because any type of questions, means MCQs, are coming from the lesson and whatever. So you want to read lessons seriously and you paid fees, because if you not paid fees you can't getting ID and you can't attend the exam. So as early as you paid your fees and do study very well. Remaining we see after next lecture. I think you have completed 4 chapters. Sandhya teacher completes 3 chapters and I complete this 4th chapter, and questions are coming from this 4 chapters. So you prepare these 4 chapters properly. If you have any doubt, ask. You say observe the videos again and again, and also do the MCQs, objective questions, read the lessons. Okay, now we stop here. Thank you.